What's up, guys? Tom here, back to do a quick response for Ben Costello's Gimme 10 conscious hip-hop thread, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't have as much hip-hop as I used to, because sold a lot of my stuff for whatever reasons people sell stuff for, obviously, but whatever. I will show what I do have, since I do still have some stuff left. Common, can I borrow $1 tape? It's the only way I have this album, and same tape I've had since I bought it when I was younger, so pretty great album though. I know he talked about, Kieran talked about Common as well. One of my favorite albums from him right here, when he was known as Common Sense. Some great tracks on here. Penny for My Thoughts, Breaker 19, Take It Easy, Sold by the Pounds on his album, which is an amazing track in my opinion. So most people know Common, so I didn't talk about that too much, but great album right there. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't heard it. Next up, someone out of the Rhymesayers camp, Self-Destruction with I Self Divine is the artist, with the album name is Self-Destruction. I Self Divine is an MC, was in the group Micronauts. I believe he was in Dino Spectrum as well as Self-Official, or semi-official, DJ Abilities. But yeah, great album. On Rhymesayers came out in 2006. But definitely that kind of revolutionary, conscious type hip-hop. Definitely has something to say. Pretty sure I talked about this album before, but definitely worth checking out as well as his Micronauts stuff. Can't talk about conscious hip-hop without bringing up this man right here, Brother Ali, The Undisputed Truth. Probably not my favorite album from him, but definitely a good one. This is a radio version, a promo, whatever. Great tracks on here though. Truth Is, awesome album track. Sorry guys, I just woke up this morning. Uncle Sam, goddamn, I believe that was a single, but great track as well. Brother Ali, just anything from Brother Ali, it's worth checking out in my opinion. Moving on to the West Coast, we got The Grouch from Living Legends. Don't Talk to Me, his first album, released originally in 1995 on cassette. This is the 99 CD release, so the first time it was released on CD. Definitely great West Coast kind of conscious style hip hop. You know, it wasn't strictly conscious, but it's kind of what it falls into, I guess. If you're going to categorize it as anything, you definitely hear that his first album, you know, kind of beats and production and the rhyming, everything, just definitely has that early fresh sound that Living Legends had. So great stuff with The Grouch, one of my favorite rappers from Living Legends crew. Next up, group that I don't think too many people talk about, unfortunately. This is Panacea, I believe it's pronounced the way I pronounce it, with Ink Is My Drink. This is their second album from 2006, I want to say. Yeah, 2006, I believe. But anyway, this group consists of Raw Poetic, K-Murdock, and Damu the Fudge Monk. So that whole crew of guys, which is amazing. If you know those guys at all, you know they definitely do their thing. And it's a shame not too many people talk about them or know about them, because they're damn good. Most people probably know Damu the Fudge Monk out of anyone, so one of my favorite producers ever. Yeah, check out any of their stuff, I would recommend. Next up, we got a couple here from Tanya Morgan. Well, Tanya Morgan had a solo Von P release, but Tanya Morgan, The Bridge EP, trio. Definitely some quality hip-hop. Like I said, again, one of those groups that you can pick up any of their albums and they're going to be good. Yeah, it seems like one of those groups that they definitely take their time to craft an album. You know, they don't just throw it out there, and they're usually saying something. So, and then solo release from Von P, one of the members of Tanya Morgan. This is called Duly Noted, and Von P, and then it's Aeon on the beats. This is like half raps and the other half is instrumental, so pretty cool. Probably find this pretty cheap. All of Tanya Morgan stuff I think is not too hard to find. So another group that doesn't get talked about as much as they should, in my opinion. Next up, we got Sapient from the Sand People. Great rapper out of the Northwest, Seattle. This whole Sapient crew, definitely worth checking out. So this album is called Barrel for Feathers, and then we have Gun Wings, which is a remixed album of this one. Gun Wings, A Barrel for Feathers Redux. So the beats are different in this one, but both are dope. I think I might prefer the remix album a little bit more, maybe, in terms of beats, but features, you got Elemento, Lucky I Am, Josh Martinez, Immaculate, Pigeon John, yeah, Sand People, Sapient, definitely great as a producer, rapper. Whole Sand People crew is worth checking out, in my opinion. So Sapient, once again, check out any of his stuff. He does a lot of instrumental stuff as well. Sorry guys, I'm not really going to go into detail on these. Check them out for yourselves. Alright, so next up, we got coup detat. It's a trio, basically Abstract Rude, Micah 9, and AC Alone. I almost forgot. Yeah, that style of late 90s, early 2000s, even mid 90s, conscious hip hop coming out of LA. So that type of sound, which I loved for a while. That's all I was messing with for a little bit there. This is their first album, I believe, called, I think it's just self-titled, coup detat, yeah. But if you know those MCs, you know they're all quality. They all definitely spit. Yeah, they bring it every time, so definitely worth looking this up. And then a solo album from Abstract Rude is a compilation of his called Making Tracks. And Abstract Rude is definitely one of those guys that he's been around for a while. He's definitely solid, but doesn't get talked about a lot once again. So definitely worth checking out some of his early stuff. The compilation is a pretty good place to start, I would say, Making Tracks. And there's another one called Making More Tracks, I believe. So, all right, moving on to some more West Coast stuff here. Well, half West Coast. Elemento and Kyle Itachi with the album Try Again, Bored Again. I think this came out in 2011. Yeah, 2011. Really nice. If you don't know who Elemento is, he is a member of the West Coast group Visionaries. Another group that's definitely worth checking out if you're into that West Coast style hip hop. Excuse me. Kyle Itachi is a producer from France who's definitely been making a name for himself. Yeah, all of his stuff is fantastic, and Elemento has a very distinct voice. Is the way to say it. You definitely tell it's him rapping. He's got one of those voices, you know, and one of those guys that always usually has something to say too on a track. So one of my favorite projects from both of them right here. Definitely worth checking out. I don't know how easy this is to find. I think it came out in France, I want to say, so I might have to get it imported. But and lastly here, both of you guys, Kieran and Benny, you guys both talked about this guy, Mos Def, Black on Both Sides, obviously you guys talked about, so classic album, most people know it. But an album that I don't see too many people talk about usually is his, I think this is an unofficial album, although I'm not sure. Either way, it's really dope. Kind of like a compilation of everything that he was featured on or had a part of. For the most part, I think since he started his career, I guess, a 4 CD set. It's called We Are Hip Hop, Me, You, Everybody. Really, really dope Mos Def comp right here. I can't recommend this one enough. Definitely see the progression of his career, where he came from, where he's going. So you obviously got Black Star right here, Urban Thermodynamics, The Roots, Bush Babies, everybody. De La Soul, Stakes is High remix with De La Soul, DJ Crush, Jill Scott. Yeah, really, really dope. I highly recommend this if you can find it. I don't know how easy this is to find. I know there's a part 2 to this as well. which I believe was only a 2 CD set, but yeah, definitely worth checking out. So check this out as you can find it. At one point, apparently, this cost $45, so it's kind of crazy. $44.99. I definitely didn't pay that for it. I don't remember what I paid. I probably paid like $15 or something, but definitely one that's worth checking out for most def. Yeah, so obviously, if you talk about conscious hip hop, you have to talk about most def. Like I said, both you guys mentioned him, so. Alright guys, that's it. Definitely check out any of those. I would say there's probably a lot more that I can name as well, but I wanted to try to go over some stuff that hasn't been showed yet, maybe some that doesn't usually get talked about when we talk about, you know, the term conscious hip hop comes up. Try to talk about something a little bit different. So, alright, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.